Hi, there are people who have settled for less in life. So no matter what you do or say to them, their minds are made up to be losers already. Unfortunately, life has made every one of us, by association, but connected to this set of people. In fact, most times you don't even get to know them until something like this that I'm about to share with you is made so clear for your understanding. Now, I'll say this: I have a bad news for you, and it's simple. How you take it is your decision to make. But sincerely, if I don't say it now, then you may never get to hear it from anyone else. And the bad news is this: today, I will ask you this to do, and do whatever it takes to get out of the hands of the losers in your life. It may sound stupid. Now, this is why you must make this painful decision, and you have to make it today. Don't ever underestimate the power of influence. Listen to this important thing I have to say. The influence of those around us is so powerful that most times we don't even realize we are being strongly influenced, because it generally develops over a period of an extended time. One of the most common types of influences is the peer pressure. This kind of influence is so powerful because it is very subtle, very silent. You don't even get to know until you're totally immersed in the habits. Now, if you are around people who spend all they make, there are chances, high chances, that you will also start spending like them. If you're around people who always analyze problems rather than possibilities, you definitely will sit in that kind of people and you will become like them. If you're around people who always think about developing themselves, they read, they attend seminars, attend trainings, and all of that, the same philosophy will apply. Now, the issue is that this peer influence don't get to give you a signal until probably many years later, and then you begin to wonder how you actually got to where you are for whatever habit you have been influenced with. Now, if you must know about some subtle influences that impair successes in human life, then you must begin to learn about them now and be conscious about it, so that when you come face to face with it, it wouldn't be a surprise to you. And of course, in years later, you won't begin to regret. Now, while influences have hampered on the lives of so many people, including you and I, your parents, I would like to share these three things, or these three questions you must always ask yourself to be able to analyze influences on your life. And here's the first one: who am I around? Now, try to make a mental study of the major people with whom you most often associate with. Do your evaluations of these people. Now, the second one is this: ask yourself these questions. What are they doing to me? What have they got me doing? What have they got me listening to? What have they got me reading? Where have they got me going? What have they got me thinking about every day? How have they got me talking? How have they got me feeling? What have they got me saying? You've got to make a serious examination of your day-to-day life to be able to answer these questions. These are subtle influences that may be positive or negative, and of course has all the powers to determine your future. Now, here is the last question you need to ask yourself, and this is it. You ask yourself, is it everything about them that I have been influenced with? Of course, they may have some positive sides too, yeah. But your job is to do the examination of whatever you've been influenced with and take a decision. Because the power of influence can be unimaginable. If you are being influenced positively, there are chances that you will have a very incredible life in no time. I say this because of the fact that many of us who were born in environments with bad influences can attest to the effect as we grow older. It shows. You just can't run away from it. The good thing here is that it is not late for any one of us to be able to change the hands of the clock. You can make a decision today about your influences. Now, this is where it becomes very difficult that I know. Some of us wouldn't want to let go of those influences because in our minds, the moment they go out of our lives, we become wrecked. Now, I want to say this. That's a fat lie. What you may experience might just be a hurt for a moment. And believe me, a few days or weeks down the line, you'll be a totally different person than you always wanted to be. I am talking about when you are with losers here. This is what happens when you are with losers. First, nothing ever counts as far as these losers are concerned. Unfortunately, every passing day is a day closer to your grave. Why do you want to waste it? Soon enough, you become old, and for heaven's sake, who told you that at old age, when you have no strength to do anything, your pension will be what will take care of you? Now I'm talking about those who actually want to have income all through their lives. Some people are even confused today. They are settling for less because they have been influenced by people who told them that to become successful in life, you must be connected. So they carry on with that mentality forever. I remember a very close relation of mine whom I once got so worried about and thought I needed to help out. So I invited him to my place for a talk, and we got talking. And I said, "Man, what do you want your tomorrow to look like? I want to help. I want to see how I can come into your life because it's actually older than I am." But listen, the young man shocked the hell out of me. And this is what he said. He simply said to me, he looked into my eyes and said, "Bros, there is nothing that can come out of this life you're seeing here." Wow. Let me just go home and keep managing with my Okada business. True to it, he died a few years later, riding that same Okada. Now, this is what I found out. The team of Okada friends he had was a great influence in his life. And guess what? Most of them die empty. I found out that they don't go to schools, not because they can't help themselves through schools. It is simply because they've made up their minds about life or living. And when you talk with them, all you hear from them is death is sure to come and we are not scared about it. Now imagine that coming from another adult. No one in life is definitely going to stay alive forever. That's a certainty. We all will die. But what about the years you have to live? Why not make it impactful? Why not make meanings from it? These people have been influenced badly by their peers. So today, I'll say this. Who are you with every day? Who are those you share your ambitions with? Who are you listening to most of the time? How have they influenced you? Now it's time to go back to your closet. Stay in that dark room and analyze your entire life. Ask questions and provide sincere answers to yourself. And once you're done, make that decision to get the losers out of your life. They are the bad influences you have as friends. They are the bad influences you have as relatives, as partners. Just name it. These people are wasters. They don't believe in working to earn something. Stay away from them, and I mean it. Stay away from them going forward. They are indeed losers. Thanks for watching. My name is Tim Abel. I'll see you again. Bye for now.